session again, security sessions. Mahesh Kumar, and today we are going to discuss about some certified ethical hacking things. So I'm just going to do the quick recap of previous class. We in the previous sessions we're going to study about some cybersecurity, JavaScript things we about it. We're talking about some cybersecurity domain. We discuss about cybersecurity things like management, engineering management. We discuss about uh, architecture design. And today we're talking about some certified ethical hacking. We're going to study some different type of that's audio. We discuss enterprise so child, women, okay. So we discussed all those things in our previous sessions. This is the quick recap of our previous sessions. Okay, so we yesterday we talking about some practical things we done it little bit of. So we'll go further right now. So I'm just going to testing the things over there. So you have bigger picture that what we have did in our previous sessions. Okay, so today we're going to go for more things. So in the previous sessions, in the previous classes, we also discussed about some cyber crimes, why the cyber crimes would be happening, and how can we going to be investigate the things, and what are the reasons behind it, the different type of crimes happening. So cyber terrorism, identity theft, cyber finance, financial frauds. So all these types of cyber crimes happen. That is why we require the cyber security. We require the cyber security things come to the picture. So cyber security is the concept of securing computers, networks, and data, and to unauthorized access of activity. So matter of fact, that we're talking about the cyber security. Why the companies are adopting the cyber security professionals? Because the enterprise companies know that their computers, their networks, the database is going to be hacked at any point of time. And this is all those things have been done by the hackers within the unauthorized way to access the things. So what are the best things the companies are doing it to remediate, or we can going to say that preventing all those things? They are going to do some penetration testing. So we have separate classes I'm going to providing for the penetration testing, license penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, all those things, different type of things. So how can going to we do the countermeasures to prevent networks? So this is applications, networks, computer, cloud, databases, everything on the data will be moving it. So guys, I'm talking about the three things we discussed about later on as well. Data can use. Data at rest. Data at rest, data in use, and data in transit. Data in transit is like traveling with data. Okay. So data in use. Right now, which data is going to be using it? This is a PPT we are going to using right now. So this is the I'm going to using it right now. We have some data in my laptop, which is right now taking rest. Okay, like we have different PPTs in my system, which is data at rest. Okay, and data in transit. Right now, the PPT is right now I'm going to using it. Okay, suppose I'm going to access the server. Suppose I'm going to browsing any applications. So the browser is going to asking request the server to sending information to data in transit format. The client and the server request will be in transit format is all about. Data at rest. Suppose my data at my laptop is right now is available. And data in use. Write down this PPTs I'm gonna using it. So yes, we're going to discuss about lots of things about data security part. Data security. We discuss about data security. Okay. Security, data privacy, data lifecycle. Okay. So we're gonna discuss lots of things about the data. We have separate class. I'm going to doing it for the data management. Okay. So don't worry about it. So we discussed about the cybersecurity things. So the skills are required. Suppose you are a cybersecurity professional, so you require some skills to uh, uh, penetrate, or you're going to do hacking the things. So we require some. We have some ethical hackers. The ethical hacking is done with a pre-approval by authorized admin. Then it's called ethical hacking. So if you are an ethical hacker, you require some approval from the management. Then I'm going to do the activities which is going to be impacting the company. Like you are going to be accessing the file servers, accessing your firewalls, the network devices, the databases from outside. You're going to do some red teaming, things like that. So however, we're going to discuss about later on the black box testing, white box testing, gray box testing. When the ethical hacker are the pre-approval authorized by the person, the companies. So companies are going to do agreement with the person who's going to appoint you for the same. So it's written approval from the management or enterprise companies, and after that you are eligible to do the hack for the company. For the company's sake, company would like to know that what type of vulnerabilities or threats inside my company, and then they're going to fix this all those security patches or vulnerabilities once they're going to know the information from them. So that is what the things happen. Yes, the WannaCry is one of the attacks which was launched in 2017. So it is going to encrypt your data, encrypt your drives, encrypt your operating systems drives, so that you're not able to access your data. Why it has happened? It was happened just because of you are not going to be update your patches. There is no security patches was released, and it was going to be impacting all those systems. We're talking about some types of hackers. So we have black hat hackers, white hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. So the motivation is the most important part of the type of hackers. What's your motivations? Suppose I would say that your motivation is going to destruct any company, or going to destruct the financial things from the banking things. So it's black hat hackers are going to destruct all those things. The white hat hackers, they use hacking skills to defend against any sort of cyber attack. So you are a defender. You're going to defend. You're going to implement the firewalls. You're going to implement the intrusion detection systems, intrusion prevention systems, antivirus management system in the company. So you're going to prevent from the malware management, malwares, firewalls, adwares, phishing, spam, all those things you're going to defending from your company. So you're going to do some white hat hacking things like that. Today head hackers, this guy have both knowledge about the offensive and defensive things. So mostly it is going to using for offensive defensive purpose. He know that how to hack, he know how to defend. So we have different type of hackers as well. Elite hackers. So elite hackers are the most valuable or most skillful hackers. Script kiddies. The script kiddies, suppose you are right now a script kiddie. So they are unskilled hacker who breaks into computer systems by hacking automated tools. So I'm going to providing the automated tools to you, and you're going to try to hack, but you don't know what is the impact. This is the script kiddie things you're going to doing it. Now, right? White is now someone who is new to hacking and he's no knowledge of hacking of how the technology works. Blue hat hackers. A blue hat hacker is someone outside computer security consulting firms who is used to security test system prior to its launch. So you're going to outside of the premises, you're going to be try to hack the firms. Hacktivist is a person who is utilize technology to publicize a social, ideological, and religious political message. So you would like to provide a message to the different company, different. Suppose the Pakistanis are going to hack the Indian websites, or suppose Indian hackers are going to hack some Pakistan websites, and they were going to send a message to them. So your category is going to hacktivist. National state hackers are those persons who are doing the activities of cyber crimes for the nation states. The nation is going to be allowed them to doing it. So they are undercover agents. VAPT is vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. We already discussed yesterday. So vulnerability assessment is different things. Penetration testing is a different thing. So vulnerability assessment is the process of identifying, quantifying, and prioritizing ranking of vulnerabilities in a system. So matter of fact that guys, you need to understand the technical words, because in the interviews you would like to get the different words. The interviewer is going to ask you what is VAPT and what do you mean by vulnerability assessment, and what are the ways you're going to do with the vulnerability assessment. Have you ever done the vulnerability assessment? What are the different types of vulnerability assessment things you are doing it? So you're going to be identifying the process, quantifying and prioritizing the vulnerabilities in the system. So you can say that vulnerability assessment is a weakness in the system. Okay, and measure the effectiveness against any attack. So what are the weakness in the system? Suppose you guys are working on a company, and in the company, the networks are going on. Networks, devices, router, switches, firewalls, everything is there, and they're communicating. So as the security professionals, you would like to go for to find out the vulnerabilities inside your network. You would say that, hey, come on, could you please tell me that what are the open ports in the devices? Could you please tell me what are the different services going to running into the network devices? Could you please spoofing the information from these devices? How do you want to analyze the packets of the firewall or routers? You're going to be using some tools for the same. So Nmap, OpenWest, Wireshark, Metasploit, MBSA, these are some tools of networking vulnerabilities you want to find out. So we are going to using so many tools. Number of tools we are going to using it. We're going to use Kali Linux for the same too. All the software comes inside this in the Kali Linux box. Web vulnerability assessment tools, yes, Open Web, Aquadix, Babsuch, Nixia, SQLmap. So yes, we are going to be using all those tools later on. So VAPT is basically we're talking about some OpenWest. This is a free and open source tools available on the internet. You're going to be installed in your systems and going to find out vulnerabilities inside your applications or your website. So what you're going to doing it, you're going to paste your website over there and the URL box, and then select the next select button. So it will going to find out all those vulnerabilities inside your applications or your website. So we will going to do practical things later on once you're going to understand different type of things. Okay, so we discussed about yesterday vulnerability assessment and types. So active assessment and passive assessment. So using a network scanner to find hosts, services, and vulnerabilities. So matter of fact that guys, we have active assessment and we have some passive assessment. In active assessment, you're going to be find out the IP addresses, services, port numbers, the passwords. Uh, you're going to do some default passwords going to find it out. What is the IP address range in the company? What are the IP addresses range, or you can subnet range, or you're going to see that what are the default passwords of the devices. So you're going to do some active assessment, things like that. In a passive assessment, you're going to outside of the premises and going to find out the services, host, and vulnerabilities. So suppose in the passive assessment, you're going to hit on the public IP address of the company, and then you're going to hit on the firewalls. So suppose the network administrator is going to enable the public, okay, HTTPS or HTTP traffic on the network port or firewall port, and it is going to be accessible from the outside at the public IP address. So hackers are trying to get the public IP address and try to hack this particular part and log into the firewall. We're going to do practicals later on, but this is the scenarios we're going to discuss about right now. So internal assessment, and we have some action assessments. The technique used to access internal infrastructure. So you have seen that internal assessment like ISO 27000. The auditors will be coming at your company and going to find out all those vulnerabilities. Internal assessment, they are going to doing it. Suppose your company is a HIPAA compliant, PCI DSS compliant, or GDPR compliant. So you need to install a firewall. You need to protect the information of the clients. In external assessment, so the technique used by the crackers to access from outside to find the vulnerabilities. So the matter of fact that you're going to be access the information from the outside. You are trying to doing the red teaming, things like that. Network assessment, wireless assessment, network assessment, host-based assessment, application and DB assessment, and physical security assessment. So network assessment, accessing network to find the network vulnerabilities. So we're gonna using some different type of tools and techniques and skills required for the network assessment. Before you're going to do the network assessment, you require some basic fundamentals of networking. Like I'm talking about the OSI layers, I'm talking about TCP/IP, I'm talking about the port numbers. So how comfortable you are into the networks, this is the matters a lot, my dear friends. Security is based on networking. This is the mandatory thing. Second thing is wireless network assessment. Accessing wireless networks to penetrate in network. So you need to understand some wireless technologies. What are the channels? 5.4, 5.0 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz. We have some channels. We have some frequencies. We have some controllers. We have some access points. How can we going to hack the wireless technologies, wireless devices? What is SSID is all about? So we are going to discuss all those things in our next few classes. So I'm going to demonstrate to you all those the key points which is going to be using into the enterprise environment for network assessment, wireless assessment, host-based assessment. Suppose you have system. So I would like to know that what are the vulnerabilities inside your system? What type of software, tools, and techniques and skills you're going to using it to find out all those things. Application DB, so accessing an application website or database for enemies configurations. So have you heard about the OS, OWASP? OS is one of the things. OS top 10. So what are the different type of vulnerabilities inside your network on your applications or databases? So I'm just going to share to you one second here, guys. We discussed about later on as well, but I'm going to show you right now so that you have a good idea about it, what I'm going to discuss right away. Top 10 application attacks. So first of all, it's better that you need to find the correct URL for the same. go to the OS OIG. This is the right website you want to use it. Okay, so this is the website, and you will going to find out the different type of vulnerabilities in top 10. So we have sensitive data exposure, broker authentications, password injections. So I'm just talking about all those things, my dear friends. This is the applications top 10 security risk is about. Okay, XML, cross-site broker authentication, security mesh configurations, cross-site scripting, insecure decentralization, using components with known vulnerabilities, inefficient logging and monitoring. Explanation. So this is the things I'm going to send you to the link. Once you have a little time, please go through it. This is important for the application security prospects. So suppose you would like to find out some vulnerabilities. So I'm going to showing you one more beautiful things about security professional things. Jordan.io. Okay, this is the website you want to open it. Jordan.io will tell you what are the different ports, vulnerabilities inside the applications or any devices, network devices, anything. So once you have a little time, please go through it. Let me know if you're facing any issues into the Jordan.io. So this is, suppose any company has some vulnerabilities, and the hackers are going to hack the particular applications, and then it is available on the internet. So what you're going to doing? This is the Jordan.io, and then you're going to search anything. Okay, you search. Suppose you're going to find out a webcam. Okay, so different webcams have vulnerabilities. Which are the webcam? Okay, available on the internet, and they have some vulnerabilities. Find it out. Webcam, refrigerators, ovens, which is connected on the internet. This is the requirement. So you have seen that lots of devices right now, IoT, Internet of Things come to the picture, and all those things are available on the internet, like your fridge, your TV, anything. So you have webcams, and we have seen that we have different type of webcams available, and it is already compromised. So Romania, big IP redirect, and look at this, Singapore things, and number of things. And then this is the webcam 7 is going to be, look at this, available. So suppose you're going to find out the vulnerabilities of the particular, this is some countries. Suppose we're talking about some United States. And 1299, this is the security breaches happen. And top result is 9,456 right now available. So there's a Paris, there's a video chat, it's compromised, and what is date? 26 May 2021. The latest will be coming first. And guys, one more thing I would like to suggest you, go to Google and advanced Google search. Once you're at your home, just try to go for Google Advanced. This is the Google Advanced search, and this is very simple Google search. It's very simple for the common person, and this is Google Advanced search for the person who is going to do more filtering into the Google. Okay. Another thing I'm going to share to you, Google databases. So this is the common person, Google, and this is for advanced. Suppose I would like to go for cyber security words, exact word, any other words, none of words, numbers, which language you require the things, and which domain you want to prefer. Okay, region, anything you want to filter as per you require. Format, suppose I require Adobe format. Okay, cyber security I require the Adobe format only. Okay, and site or domain, suppose you want to say that cyber security in Cisco platform, or you want to provide some domain name, whatever. Last update, suppose you want to say to last 24 hours, last 1 week. Which region, which language you require. So you have filter, you're going to go in it as per you like it. So suppose I'm going to do Google search, and it will going to provide me only PDFs of everything. PDF report we're going to show in it over there, always. So is actually naming or ranging numbers, or in other words, PDF, cyber security, and another you just going to do site domain is Microsoft, or going to say Cisco. You're going to do filter things like that. So all those things will be available from the Cisco point of view. Okay, so exactly the things which is going to be filtered is coming over there. So let's try to go the advanced Google search. I'm just gonna sending to the page right away. So you is going to try it to your home. Search exactly what you require. Suppose I'm going to searching here cybersecurity. So you're going to find out the number of things, number of companies, number of things. Okay, the number of things which don't require. Okay, we require only PDFs. We require only Microsoft or Cisco things. So this is the search, and this is the advanced search. So we have different things altogether. Filter the Google search. So I'm gonna sending you the link. Once you're at your home, please try do it once. Okay, then I'm going to comes to the short okay, short on the right. So this is the 192.70.62.143. This is the IP address, and you have seen that what are the vulnerabilities we're going to find out. So these are some open ports of the networks. So S22 is for SSH. Okay, you're going to do the PuTTY, and you're using 53 DNS. Port number 80 is for HTTP. 110 is FTP. 143, 443 for HTTPS. So we have different type of ports available here, my dear friends. And this is the France country, Paris, and those informations we have available. Port number, this is looks like that. And we have seen this is open ports available. And what happened? This is the use cases. Login incorrect. And the following commands are recognized. There is some CWD. These are some commands we're going to be using it. So this is a webcam. SSH certificate will be launched, and Open SSH. They're going to be accessed from the Open SSH. The key type SSH RSA. So the VPN is going to be used to hack all those things. Okay. Suppose this particular IP address 193.70.143. So suppose you would like to find out this particular IP address location. Please look up domain IP tools, anything you would like to providing the details over there, and then provide the IP address, and then you want to getting the IP address from what is all about. So just take a look here. We have 27, and this W. So this the country name is this. Mobile numbers. Final abuse all those things. Who is section, and also we have Amsterdam. This is the city Amsterdam, and the postal code is there, and we have some addresses also there. So you're going to find out the specific locations with a specific IP address. Okay, so shorten.io will tell you what are different open ports or open services and what are different vulnerabilities we're going to find out. So this is going to be help you to hacking the things, because you would like to know that yes, I would like to know what are the open ports, if the certificate is implemented or not implemented, and then we have Nginx is configured or not, certificate is installed or not. So all those things will be there. So you're going to do some practice, my dear friends. Shorten.io. This is very important tool for webcam things. You're going to go for different things as well. Oven, the refrigerators, or anything you would like to show light or anything over there, which is have the so this is slow. This is spelling also mistake I think. So just try it your home, my dear friends, and share me the results. So we have find out something and find it out. So this is the webcam. Going to do for anything, whatever you like it. Okay, let's move to the things. So what the things which I already shared to you, I'm showing it for the external assessment. In the internal assessment, it's very easy for you. What are you going to doing it? You want to be using it advanced IP scanner. Second, suppose this is the advanced IP scanner. I will let you know all those basic fundamentals later on. But yes, so first of all, you need to provide the IP address range of the company. This is the IP address range of my system, my home. So this is scanning the things and what the result I'm getting it over there. So I need the name, IP address, manufacturer, MAC address. So this is my system. Then this is my system, the both systems from my side. Okay. So you have seen that we have, this is my router, this is my system, this is my system, this is my system, this is my system. So we have different type of systems will be available. We have 4 systems available. I suppose this is my router login. So this is we want to be accessible from the www. This thing, and we know that what is IP address, what is the IP address of my this going to be accessible. So I'm going to access this particular IP address from my web, and then I'm going to get the answers. So suppose this is the IP address and router login. You can know that from this particular tool, and then going to be access from your internet. Go there, and then going to access this particular things. 192.1.1, and then you're going to try it. The default. You want to use the default things. I already suggested yesterday. The default user ID and passwords. You're gonna using it to crack it. Okay, so we have discussed yesterday. We're just going to go through the particular link. This is the default IP and password. Okay, for Cisco, suppose this is my reacher link. I don't know what is available or not. No, this is the new device. Then nothing is over there. Okay, so you're going to be track all those reacher link from there. So this is the internal assessment we have done. So we have another advanced port scanner. Okay, so in this advanced IP scanner, we're going to find out the IP addresses. We're going to understand the different manufacturers. We're going to understand some MAC addresses of the systems. Okay, this is what information I'm going to get in it. Suppose this is my systems. I'm going to do have different full control, view on the telnet, file transfer, chat, shutdown, number of things, messages. We're going to getting it. Tools, you're going to ping. Suppose this system is available or not available, just going to ping it, my dear friends. system is available. So the matter of fact that guys, it is a green one, it is reachable. You already know that. Suppose if I'm going to do this one, it's not reachable. Okay, so you have seen into the green signal, this is not reachable, and the green one is reachable, and the black one is not going to be reachable. So we have different tools available: TraceH, Calnite, SSH, RDP. Okay, number of things you are doing this. So this is my system. I would not know to like take it. So I'm going to try this one. Okay. This is my mobile. Okay. So we are going to we have share two systems at the same time. So you're going to be check it out from your end whether it is you're going to take a remote session or not. Okay. Then we have rescan, we have save as, all those things. We are going to rename this particular IP address. You have advanced work on them, shut down, number of things you can do in here from there. So you're going to download, install this advanced IP scanner from the internet. I'm going to sending the thing as well. This is IP advanced IP scanner. Okay. So this is the software you're going to get. So free download from here. So if you have questions, you can ask me same time. I'm going to pasting the things. Just try to at your home. Okay, so you understand the IP address, manufacturing number of things, then move to the different one. Then I'm going to move into the advanced port scanner.
Sir, we need to download this.
Yes, you can download at your home and then try it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so the second tool name is advanced port scanner. So I would like to know that what are ports open in your company. So I'm talking about right now, we discussed right now the internal assessment. This is all those tools going to be working on internal assessment. If you're running outside of the premises, nothing will be going to happen. So we have different strategies for internal assessment, different strategies for the external assessment. So this is what you go through internal assessment. First of all, you would like to know the IP address of this company. So 192.168.1.1, and this is a range you like. You're going to say that sir, I have 1.254 is my 254 is my things. Okay, then go for it. So this is my system right now. I'm going to connecting it right away, and then just take a look here. We have open port 4. These are the 80 port number, 135, 139, and 445 is the port number that are open for my system. And the closed port is the 53. 0 to 79, everything is closed. 81 to 134, everything is closed. So 136 to 138 is port closed. 140 to 144 is closed. 446 to 65 from 135 is closed. So we have different systems, my dear friends. So just take a look here. So you want to understand the different ports open and what are the service names. So my another questions come to the picture. What are the common ports? And how many number of ports available? Any ideas you guys have? Sir, this is the number of ports. And what is the well-known port numbers? Well-known port numbers, okay? So well-known port numbers, this is the cheat sheets we have available. Okay, so this is the well-known port numbers, my dear friend. So 7, 19, 25. So please try to remember all those. We're going to save page. So this is the list of cheat ports that we have available. Okay, so I just want to download it from your site, my dear friends. Okay, and how many number of ports? And even idea that how many number of ports. So you have seen into the port scanners. Your total port number is 65,035. This is the port number last. So 1,000 port numbers are well-known port number. You can gonna be using it. Beyond the 1,000 to 65,000, this is the different ports for different testing, different things gonna be using it. Okay. So in the firewalls, once you want to configure the firewalls, we want to check it out which is the well-known ports, with unknown ports. This is the use cases. Okay. So this is the internet assessment we are going to doing it, my friends. So apart from this, we have MRTG, PRTG, number of things we're going to doing it. This is a separate story we're going to discuss later on. Okay, so same things we discuss about internet assessment, external assessment we discuss about. So same things we're going to be discuss about the network assessments. So we have different tools and techniques we're going to using it. So once you have read time, my dear friends, it's a list of softwares. Just try to download and install in your system. It is going to be working very soon. Just take a look here. This is the Windows operating system softwares. And then you're going to be using it like we discussed about some VirtualBox, VMware, Kali Linux, Pro browser, IP scanner, advanced port scanner. This is Nessus, this is Whiteshark, Netcat, anti-spoofing, Max address changer. Okay, we have exam. So we have different type of tools we discuss about. Okay, and mostly tools are going to using it in the companies are Whiteshark, Nmap, Barcode, OpenWest, advanced IP scanners, advanced port scanners. So we're going to discuss all those things in the practical. PRTG, MRTG, SolarWinds, Scholarsoft, Azure, AWS. This is not a software. This is the application of cloud. Kali Linux, Nmap, SID, NetStumble, Firewall Demo, one of the wide ranges, Wi-Fi controllers, and Canon Able, Pucci, Google Hacks, and OpenWest, OpenVPN, John the Ripper for password hacking, VirtualBox, VMware, GitHub, Python. We're going to discuss all those things, my dear friends. So all those practicals we're gonna doing it later on. So I'm just gonna sending to you this particular file. Once you have time, going to download and make your system prepared for the lab environment. Don't go for the Android right now. We're going to discuss later on. So I'm just gonna sending to you this particular file. So make sure that you have availability of all those software in your systems. So this is the list of the software which you're gonna using it. Okay, and we have some very important websites. I want to showing it right away. Okay, so this is my been pond. We already use it netcraft.com. So I'm gonna show it to you. So just you can going to try at your home. This is your external assessment. Netcraft.com is basically used for whether it's a authentic domain or not. Suppose you're gonna be saying that Facebook.com. So whether we have what type of different fake pages or if say domain is correct or not, website is correct or not. Okay. So what you're going to doing it, suppose we're going to go here and then you're going to write down the website name over there. So suppose I have website. This is my website. Okay, you want to find out. I'm going to check it out whether it's a fake website or what is it. So this is my website and cybersecurity consultant. You have seen the number of things inside the site. And this is the cloud computing HTML architect things. And this is the cloud computing things. Okay. So this is a website I have created for me. Okay. This is my website. And this is the cybersecurity number of things you want to find out. So it's a real website or is a fake website. I would like to check it out. So this is the website. I'm going to check it out and then go to netcraft.com and please paste on the same. Once you're going to paste, please click on the same link. And then you're going to find out the number of servers, website, check-in, everything is going to find out. So site title is cybersecurity in AW. And then you have seen that this is the hosting is in India. Okay, don't go anywhere. I will tell you this is accessible from my system right now. Okay, and then we're going to check it out. This is India hosting servers. This is India. This is Australia. This is the 103 range of Australia is not accessible outside. And then you have seen that we have different common name website.co.in, state, country, and we have TLS, security things we have discussed. So we have all those things are available. And this is accessible from the IP address. And this is a Linux operating systems. And this is Nginx web server and 5 December 2020. It was last seen. So I have hosted my website onto the Nginx Linux operating system, and this is the IP address. Use this particular things. So I can go to track this is the my real website or it's a fake website. So it's a real website. So you're going to check it out different websites. Suppose you would like to go for a cisco.com or any facebook.com. Okay, we're going to track it facebook.com. So we know that Facebook have different domains, internal domains, subdomains. Okay. So we have facebook.com, we have hosting company in the US, and we have different websites. To go to the facebook.in corporations. Once you click on the Facebook incorporations, and then you're going to find out the number 1 to 73 results. What do you mean by 73 results? Suppose I'm going to open the page like www.messenger.com. It's a Facebook messenger. Suppose I'm going to opening a messenger.com. It's a Facebook. Suppose I'm going to open a facebook.com. It's going to open it. So we have subdomains will be there. I'm going to opening the facebook.com. It's a Facebook. I'm going to opening am.facebook.com. It's a Facebook. So it's a subdomain of the Facebook. So this is the am.facebook. Is open. So you have checked it out. It's all those subdomains are the real one. Okay, and this is hosting on the Linux environment, and this is the web servers, and this was launched in April 2009. fb.com. So suppose if this particular link is coming to you, you're just going to check it out whether it's a fake page or it's a new page. Okay, it's a real one. So we have another things like we have internet.org. So it's a Facebook connectivity page is there. So you wanna be what I'm trying to tell you, you're going to check it out whether it's a fake page, web page, or it's a phishing or not phishing pages. You're going to checking from here. And what you're going to do, suppose this is the fp.com, launched in 2009, and this is Linux servers, and we have some everything. So go to the network operating systems. So you have seen that number of operating systems are working for the hosting. Okay, so we have different things is there. And suppose this is IP address you want to taking from here. So CMD, let's look up interest, provide the IP address. So Facebook Incorporations, this is the server name. Okay, so you want to check it out from here, whether it's IP address is coming from where. This is the name of the server. So Facebook.com. Sorry. We have look at this. We taking this same IP address. We have different commands we're gonna using it over there for debugging the things. Okay, so we will check all those things later on. Net straight minus R for the routing tables. You want to check it out. This is routing tables. How the routes are going on. So what is the routing? We discuss later on, but this is my routing tables. The traffic is coming from outside going on. This is what we will discuss, and then we're talking about some more things over there. Nets. Okay, so we are on the root of NETSH. Okay, so going to the question mark, and then we have number of informations will be there. I hope you are able to see the things. So command is show. This is the show command. Display informations. Show and then question mark. What you going to check it out? List all top aliases. Oh sorry, show WLAN and then question mark. So WLAN is wireless network, wireless LAN I'm talking about here. So I would like to check it out. What are the different type of things in my wireless networks? So WLAN, then I'm going to say WLAN, then show. This is the things which is going to display all those things. Display all wireless connectivity, wireless port, wireless settings, wireless tracing, wireless networks, show networks, show drivers, show all. Okay, so what I'm going to do wireless show all. So this command will let you know the different type of wireless connectivity from my system to other systems. Okay, so you have seen that it is going to be connecting, but I think it's closed. NET command. Then we want to show WLAN, then show, then all. Okay, just take a look. We have all those informations we were going to be captured from the command line tool. The version, capabilities. We discussed about that. This is my interface name, SSID 1 2.4 interface. This is going to be connecting. The signal is 86%. Right now, there is no signal is showing that how much percentage of signal is coming. So in this phase, we're going to check it out the signals. The radio type 802.11n. We discussed later on all those things, and this is the basic rates and the which bandwidth Mbps is going on. So currently it is working right now, and then we have some more SSIDs also available. All user profiles, we have different profiles is there. Okay, so this is all those things we show drivers, which drivers are compatible Microsoft, and this is the date of manufacturing of native Wi-Fi driver. All those information we are going to get lots of information from this. Okay. Then you want to just show and then click here. Or simply question mark there, and then going to find out number of things. So we have trace, we have WLAN, we have show, we have set, we have different things over there. So once you have a little time, please go through it, my dear friends. This is important one for the security point of view. Okay, suppose you want to check it out the firewall information. You going to firewall, and then what information you require? Firewall show, set, dump, or what? Add. So add the configurations, delete firewalls configurations. So you have different options, my dear friends. Firewall, and then we're going to show. Okay, then we click question mark. So simply next firewall, then click on the next, and this is the coming is there. Show helper alias mode, what you think, so what is required over there. So right now I'm next firewall version. Okay, and once you're going to click it on the same, mode right now it's online. Okay, so we have different things we're going to check it out from here. Just try to do next command. Okay, this is your internal. So if you require more information, so this is the netcraft.co.in. Just try to accessibility, do everything whatever you required, and then let me know if you are facing any issues. Okay, let's move to the second one. Assessment. So I been quant. We already using it. We already did yesterday. Have I been quant already? We have done yesterday. So you can gonna be checking it from your phone. Advanced search we already discussed. Advanced search, Google Advanced search is also there. Just look at here. Google Advanced search, and then we have database, Google databases. Okay. So suppose you would like to hack the Google databases. So please make sure you have knowledge about it. If you don't have knowledge, don't do it. You will take your help from me. I will go to help you out. So suppose it's a Google hacking databases. So Google have their own database, and you are going to hacking from the Google databases. What does it mean? It means that suppose I'm going to find out some webcam, open webcams. Where is the open webcam available in all over the global? So 25, 521, and this is the various online devices, and more as kitchen. It's a person, is author, and then we have the tables will be coming, and the Sky Linux OSCP downloads. You're going to download some different type of application programs, but not here. Just click on the same. So this particular webcam on XP, and then just take a look here. So this is the webcam we have captured from the Google databases, and we have available this particular tool. So you have seen that we have lots of tasks will be going on. So we have source code. This is the next one, different one. So this particular webcam on Windows XP platform, and it is easily hackable from the anyone from the Google. So we have taken it. So look at this. This is the place, and all those webcams are freely available on the Google database. Okay. Webcams and IP camera server from Windows. This particular camera is available on the Windows platform, Windows XP. This is a mobile estimation. It looks like mobile view. Okay, guys. So you're just going to do all those things. Okay. So I'm closing it. So we have going to do some more things like that. Go there, and this is the XP. Okay, 5 live stream instant. Hitesh Kama, daughter. And this is the different IP addresses. You will check it out here. So this is the open webcams available for you, my dear friends. This is the open webcam. Suppose you would like to go for the hacking the things. Go to administrations and provide the password. You're going to provide some default ID password or whatever, and you are inside the particular webcam or this particular DVR or NVR. Okay, so it's very easy for you to going to be crack all those things. Okay, so Google is always eyeing on the same. You whatever the activities you have done it, they will going to eye on the same. Okay, so lots of things we're going to be discussed later on, exploit or number of things. Okay, so later on the web applications, PHP, and the remote command executions, or number of things. Then now service attacks. So this is the only things you're going to be checking out from your end, guys. Just try to just take a look once you are free. Okay, then we are moving to the some different. So this is offensive and defensive. Shodan.io we already discussed. Archive.org you would like to get any books from anywhere. 3 books. So suppose you are cybersecurity candidates. So you require cybersecurity books. So yes, what you're going to do in it? It's a 568 billion web pages for internet and all those things. So lots of books will be available. What type of books you require? So I would like to say that we have required the books like cybersecurity. So video, audio, anything will be coming in time to you. And just take a look here. We have the cybersecurity academy, cybersecurity. It is going to be provide you all those cybersecurity books, videos, everything. Just take a look here. Okay, so you can go to filter from here. You require metadata, text commands, TV shows, news, anything, whatever. So you can do filter, okay, as per you like it. Okay, then we have map looker. So this is the map that we have seen the threat maps yesterday. So this is the same type of threat maps is there as well. So you would like to say that, hey, Kamal sir, please tell me that what are the threats like now going on? So this is the country, China, India, Algeria. Okay, the botnets is two botnets will be there, RT and the mobile botnets, and also the live attacks is going on. So CRT attacks, we have mobile attacks, and infractions per second, and different regions you have seen it over there. So right now, India, 14%, India, China, Iran. So these are some percentage of the hacks right now. The Trojan is one is going on. Mobile attack inside. So mostly you have seen that botnets, mobile inside. So you just want to check it out. What are different type of threats? Let's take a look at that. Okay, so you want to get many more things, my dear friends, lots of things. So you guys, once you have free time, this checkpoint we discussed yesterday. Okay, this is threat map. This is capacity threat maps. This is threat map is also there. This is threat map defender. This all those things. Just try to paste on the browser, and you're going to find out all those things. Cyber attacks maps. So these are some types of maps you are going to find out which one is correct. So we have this capacity, we have FAQ, we have Fortinet we discussed yesterday, we have freefile.com is also there, Big Defender, we have 7 types of threat maps. So which one is going to just going to click on the same and it will open for you. This is Israel. Okay, this is Israel location. Okay. Romania, Germany, Latvia, Brazil, Peru, this is USA. Okay, so you wish to pick it out, and this is the list going on. So you just go take a look. This is very interesting things. You're going to take a look here. This is a Sonic waterfall. Suppose the companies have implemented the Sonic Wi-Fi. Okay. So what are the threat attacks? Okay, so let's take a look here. This is the Sonic of firewalls. So you have seen this very interesting pictures over there. They must like it. Okay, so most probably I'm gonna sending to you. This is the page. The 7 threat maps. Just take a look here. Okay. So this is 7 cyber attacks maps. Just take a look here, my dear friends. Okay. Okay, so you have seen number of things. Okay, secure, secure world, and number of. I'm gonna sending you number of informations day to day. There's one, two, three different type of material. Okay, so once you break time, just want to check it out, all those things. Wait a second, I'm gonna send it to some more information. So this is job demands. I'm gonna send it to you. The jobs available in the market right now. Suppose you are job alert, demand for cybersecurity professionals double in 2 months, and this is a skills requirement. Okay, so what you require? How do you want to the cybersecurity system auditor things? Okay, so this is the things you're gonna be studying. Okay, this is the update about the security profession required, day-to-day activities. So I'm gonna send it to you this particular page. Just take a look here. This is really encourage you to do the cybersecurity jobs. Okay. And server, different type of service visitors. I will go sending to you, find out. There are some more relevant links I'm gonna sending to you. Okay. Yes, this is the cybersecurity gap skills. So one is more important things, cybersecurity skills gap. So what is the requirement where we are? This is the cybersecurity gaps. This is cybersecurity gaps. The things are required, but it's not going to be visible. over there. So I'm gonna sending to you these particular links. So just try to study this particular links once you have free time. Okay, let's go through the slide again. So I'm just gonna sending you this already things to you. Okay, I'm gonna sending to you this particular all the links. Once you have free time, please study all those things. Okay, then moving to the slide management. Long time we are not. So network assessment, wireless assessment, host-based assessment, application DB assessments, we are doing it. So penetration testing versus the security testing. The question will be coming at your interview that what is the security testing, what is the penetration testing. So penetration testing is a process of finding and reporting security vulnerabilities in network. So you want to find out some security vulnerabilities in the networks, computers or applications in order to secure it with any sort of attacks. So you want to find out the different type of uh, attacks inside the company. So pen testers are usually certified white hat hackers or LPT licensed pen testing testers. So if you're going to go to the certified ethical hacking website, wait a second, I'm not sure. I have go to check out the EC Council certifications. So we have different type of certifications we're going to find out. This is EC Council. So certified ethical hacking is one of them. We have licensed penetration testers, one of them. So there. And then we have different type of certified network defender, certified ethical hacker, CH master, certified threat and intelligence, certified penetration testing professional. So this is the I'm talking about the penetration tester and forensic investigator, incident handler, licensed penetration tester, advanced penetration testing. So this is the certificates is going to go for it. So yes, we're going to cover all those things. Don't worry about it. Networks, encryptions, okay, security specialists, disaster recovery professionals, SOC environment. So yes, we're going to discuss all those things. Don't worry about it. And also, this is the download certificates track. So you want to check it out on your end. So you want to provide the name of your, and you want to find out all those information reports. Okay. So this is the first thing you're gonna do in it for the security testing and everything. So this is what I'm talking about here right now is so we discovered penetration testing is all right. So pen testers reports that how a vulnerability can exploit it. Pen testers also report that how to patch the issues in properly documented report. So this is the penetration testing is basically finding out the and reporting the security vulnerabilities. You want to find out vulnerability assessment, you want to find out. And penetration tester, you want to finding out, and then you want to resolve the issues. Both things. So ethical hacking versus the pen testing. Somebody will say I'm an ethical hacker. Ethical hacking I'm doing it. Somebody will say I'm doing penetration testing. So what is the difference between two things? So ethical hacking focuses on the using all those techniques to find and explore the vulnerabilities. So you're going to find out all the vulnerabilities into the ethical hacking. And pen testing focus on finding all vulnerabilities in the network computer or applications. And main target is to break in the systems. You want to break the systems. And main target is to defend the system against any threat. And ethical hacking is an offensive measures and penetration testing is a defensive measures. There's offensive things and this is the defensive things. You want to defend the networks. What you want to try to doing it, I want to send to some more information. This is the things you go to study, my dear. How the cybersecurity implementations you want to doing it in the projects. Suppose your company will go to ask you, please implement the cybersecurity in my company. So this is the schedule, this is the things you want to study. You want to get some different knowledge about it. Train and qualify cybersecurity assessment team. First of all, you require a team doing it. Identify critical systems and critical digital access assets. So you're going to find out the critical assets in the company. What are the critical assets? What are the IT assets? What are the key business activities happen? What are different devices, networking devices? Develop cybersecurity defensive strategy, defensive model. So you're going to check it out the defensive models. Which models is all about? We discuss about that. Implement cybersecurity defense in depth apparatus. So what the defense in depth model? I'm talking about the cyber kill chain, security incident response plan. Okay, so all those information you want to just going to study this way. So I'm just going to sending to you this particular file, cybersecurity implementation. Just try to study. If you have little time, go for it because cybersecurity, if you're precious, you need to work hard on the things. Just try to study basic fundamentals. Once we go for the practical things, you think that where you are because you're searching what was the concept it was. So I request if you have studied all those things, then you easily come to track all those things. Okay. Then I'm going to show you something interesting. So if you are a cybersecurity expert, you require some hacking things, I'm going to sharing to the link. Just try to review the things which I'm going to share to you. So this is my Google Drive is there. Then you have going to the security books. Okay, this is a security book here. The forensic investigations books is also there. Here's cybersecurity documentations. Go for first one this one. So you're going to be confused that we're going to go, you're going to start in it. So I'm going to do this at the most common network ports. Okay, this is 10 laws of cloud, 10 states of know about the content marketing. This is the 5 hacking tips. Okay, so you're going to be, I'm going to sending to you. It's going to be download from your site. And what is the biggest data breaches? So just click on the same, and Yahoo 3 billion accounts were hacked August 2030. And after that, I have provided assignments, but you, I don't know, you have done it or not done it. But this is the previous 10 years, 20 years, all those hacks. So eBay, Calcate, Tumblr, AOL, Uber, Home Depot, so all JP Morgan, so all those companies are hacked at this 3 years. So the biggest data breaches of 600 million users' data was hacked in the Facebook in 2017-29. This is the time. Okay, so this is just you have to keep in mind that yes, we know that which companies are hacked right now, and also common malwares. So we discussed about viruses, worms, rootkit, exploitkit, ransomware, adware, spyware, trojans, all those things later on. But you need to understand what are different type of malwares. And then we're going to discuss about some cyber intelligence report. Okay, so this is a very important book for your things that how you going to be cyber intelligence report you're doing it. But you require some basic understanding about the security. Okay, like what are the different type of crimes happen? So cyber attacks and chain kill. Suppose I'm talking about what is inside this book. So cyber attacks can be killed. Suppose I'm talking about dark web investigations, Linux-based investigations. Okay, we have some scenarios. Okay, how are you going to be hack the Linux operating systems? Okay, so we're going to do, this is the use cases and OSINT and online investigation tips. How are you going to do online investigations? Open system intelligence. So open source intelligence. How are you going to be cover all those open source intelligence things? Okay, so this is what you're going to be covered. Human trafficking and missing person. Suppose any person is missing. So as a security intelligence, what you going to do? Educations, mobile numbers, know who they hang out with, DNA, send kits, and GPS tracking. So all those main things you're going to be doing it if the things are happen. There's a profile, you want to check it out, all those things. Email address, configurations, locations, tracking, all those things. Linux forensics challenges. Okay, so we're going to do forensics challenges we're going to run it. So suppose when was the install date? What is the time zone setting? Who is the registered owner? What is the primary domain name? Suppose if anything, any hacking things will be happen. So it requires some software or evidences. So what are the questions you're going to be asked to the person? Or what are the questions you ask yourself? What is the SMTP address for Mr. Evil? What to install programs show the information? So these are the questions you're going to be asked to the specific as a go to getting the evidences. And this is the laboratory chain of custody of form. This is the chain of custody. This is the form which is going to be filled up or chain of custody because this form is invisible in the code. Responsible who is accountable for the incident for the forensic report you're going to be creating it. Suppose any crime will be happen and the hard disk is in your custody or system is in your custody, then you need to find out, write down fill out the this is chain of custody form. So any changes will be happen in your hard disk or system, then you are accountable and you are responsible person. This is what it is going to be using it. So it's very advanced things we're going to discuss later on. Forensics, different levels. So data destruction versus data deletion. Somebody will say I'm going to do data destruction. Somebody will say I'm data deletion. So what is the difference between two things? Okay, so I'm just gonna be downloading the books and sending to you. So just have if you have a basic idea, just try to learning it. However, it is very advanced things, but you just keep in your directory that you are going to be using this very soon. Okay, just try to study. Okay, if you install it at time. It's really helpful to you to understanding the cybersecurity things like that. Okay. Apart from this all those things I'm gonna sending to you this particular link. So once you have free time, just try to study this particular link. Okay. Then we're going to move into the slide again. Okay. So I hope you understand the penetration testing versus that. So we have types of pen testers. We have black hat pen testers, white hat pen testers, and gray hat pen testers. So with no prior knowledge of the network, computer, or application that needs to be tested, we have white hat with a complete knowledge of network, computer, and application that needs to be tested. So white hat hackers. Gray hat hackers with limited knowledge of network, computer, or application that needs to be tested. So no one going to be asking these questions here, but you have knowledge. So suppose you are going to do this cybersecurity course. So what are the skills we required as a pen tester or hackers or cybersecurity professional? So we have some technical skills requirement from your side. In-depth knowledge of operating systems. Suppose I'm talking about the Windows 10, Windows XP, Windows 7, 2008 server, 2016 server, 2019 server, operating system, Windows, Ubuntu, CentOS, Linux, Kali Linux, Parrot systems. So I required in-depth knowledge from your point of view of operating systems. So let me know, do you have the operating system knowledge or not? One by one. Say your name and which operating system do you know and which operating system do you not know.
Sir Abhishek here.
Yes, please.
I know Windows 2008 server.
Okay. What about the flight systems?
Which one, sir?
Flight system client.
Client
Yeah.
system. Yeah, I know that also.
Windows 10,
Yeah,
Windows 7, something like that.
yeah. Windows 2008 and 10.
What about the Linux operating systems like CentOS,
Uh,
Ubuntu,
yeah, I know
Linux?
Ubuntu and Kali Linux.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. What about others?
Sir, this is Kavya.
Yes, please.
Hello. Yeah. I know about Windows 7 and 10 and Kali Linux, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, guys, so this is in-depth knowledge of operating systems. So whatever, just share me information on the Skype that what knowledge you have. If not, then we're going to doing it. So suppose uh, in the Linux environment, I'm going to create a file, create a directory, remove directory, configurations of network informations, and you need to install the packages. How do you going to update your Linux operating systems? So what are the commands you're going to using it? All those things I require. If you don't have, I'm going to providing it. No problem with this. Okay. Second thing, in-depth knowledge of servers. Yes. So somebody will say that 2008 server. Yes, we know that it's good to go. Same thing is we have 2019 servers, 16 servers required. In-depth knowledge of networks. So how comfortable you are on the network side? Out of 10 marks, how much marks do you give it to yourself? Give your names and give me the answers that how much comfortable you are in the networks and what do you know about the networks things.
So Abhishek here.
Yes.
I give a 7 out of 10 in networks
Okay, wonderful, fantastic.
because I have done a CCNA and routing and switching. So I know most of the basics.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yes, please. Anyone else? Yes, anyone else is just going to provide me the information like I require the knowledge of networks. Okay. So I'm gonna sending to you the network informations. Just try to study this, my dear friends. If you would like to get knowledge of networks, please study the F5 load balancers things. This is the basic fundamentals of secure networking. I'm gonna sending to you whichever don't know. Just try to study, my dear friends. This is the required. This is okay. This is the basic fundamentals of networking things. This is OSI models. Okay, explain and compare OSI layers. However, we were going to discuss all those things, but you have basic idea. That's what I'm looking for it, so that you have basic and requirement. So this is OSI layers. Just study this one. Okay, this is I would like to know that all those informations and various different type of OSI layers. Okay, explaining it everything. Yeah, basic fundamentals I required yourself. So it's like what is VLAN, what is OSI layers, what is TCP/IP model, what is uh, the different type of cables, what is routers, what is switches. So this is what I'm looking for from your side. What is IP? What is IP address? What is subnet? What is private IP address? What is public IP address? What is the range of IP addresses? So this is just try to get the basic and fundamental knowledge about the networks. What is routing? What is switching? This is what I'm looking for it from your side. Because you are cybersecurity experts, analyst. Suppose you get the logs from the SIM solution, you would like to find out what is subnet, what is gateway, what is the CIDR. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. If you have good understanding, it's easier for you to trace the things on very easily. Okay, on time. And if you don't know the things, you need to be go for basic fundamentals to be clear. So I'm sending to you this particular guide. So let's try to make the things on make possible to learn all those things on time. Okay, that's we have networks things, in-depth knowledge of hacking tools and techniques. So I don't think you guys have worked on any hacking tools till now. So anybody is worked on any tools, let me know.
Abhishek here, sir. I have worked on Nmap, SQL injection, and Metasploit, and some of the tools in Kali Linux.
Okay, okay, okay. So should be an expert in exploring the vulnerabilities. So find out the vulnerabilities and then just check it out what you're going to do. Behavior and skills like ability to learn quickly, awareness of law of the lands, target company's code of conduct and policies, should be quick to find the loopholes in and should update themselves in the new technologies. So once we're talking about this, all those things, my dear friends, suppose we are in the batch. Okay, so we're going to do lots of things like cloud computing things. We're going to do some security, governance, policies, standards, guidelines, number of things we're going to study. So apart from this, I'm going to sharing some more things for you, very important things. Okay, so what you're going to do with this is the DLP solution, data loss prevention things. So I'm gonna sending to you some important things like okay. This is what I'm going to discuss about to you. Okay, so in this particular tree, okay, this is the mind map. What I can say that it's a mind map. So in the mind map, you have seen that this security and risk management. So first of all, you have CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability, due, cyber crimes. So this trumps risk analysis. That we have some frameworks, we have some controls, we have some privacy, data privacies, intellectual properties. We're going to discuss about. We are talking about some evidences. So we have controls like we have administrative controls, technical controls, logical controls, physical controls, preventive, reductive, corrective controls. So suppose I'm going to say that suppose you're going to implement SIM solution. You're going to implement Office 365 implementation. You're going to implement uh, that antivirus management system. What is all about? Which control it is? So this is what I'm going to talking to you in the next few classes. Okay. So this is the things you want to learn. All those things, my dear friends. This is the requirement. We have network servers, services, application test, web services, web sites test, wireless network test, database test, and social engineering things. So you want to maintaining all those things. This is the requirement for pen testing testers. So we discussed about the pen testing and hacking phases. So attack phase, and post-attack phase. So planning and preparations. So before the attack will be happen, what type of planning you want to do here? So planning and preparations. Then you're going to choose the methods. Which method is the correct one? We have 5 methods of hacking the one thing. So which is the correct one? Which is the best one? Information gathering. What are the informations do you have? How are you going to gather the informations? Attack phase and penetration parameters. What are parameters you want to do in this? Acquiring the target. How you acquire the targets is all about. We have execution and implement and literature. So how do you execute all those things? How do you implement? We have reporting. How do you go to reporting? How do you clean up? And how you artifact restrictions you want to do? So you need to understand pre-attack phase, attack phase, and post-attack phase of the hacking. So we have footprinting. First things we're going to discuss. All those we have separate chapters in the separate classes. We're going to doing it for footprinting, scanning. However, you have some basic idea right now. So gathering parliamentary information about before attack, footprinting. Suppose you're going to attack on the specific individual or any company. So what are the information do you require? Second thing, scanning. Scanning the target system or networks to find open ports. The second thing is what if you have target, suppose you have target individual. Suppose you have some target of the specific person, individual. So you want to go for some social engineering attacks. Okay. The social engineering attacks like you're going to find out on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn account of the individual, find out the ID, IP address, finding out the mail ID, finding out the mobile numbers, locations, tracking, okay, and then you're going to do attacks. First, your target is organization. So you're going to target the Wi-Fi networks. You want to target the gateway or firewalls, routers, anything like that. Once you're inside, then you're going to go to the finance or HR attacks. So this is the things which you're going to be checking out: the scanning the networks, spoofing the network, gaining access. Once you get the scanning, you got the access on the network system or applications, and then you're going to doing it, maintaining access. So in this field, attackers tries to remains the control of the network or application. You're going to controlling things. Then the clear the tracks, you're going to be clear the tracks. Okay, whatever the logs and events are occurred, you're going to be delete all those logs. So suppose this is my system. What are the events? What are the logs will be available? Could you please tell me someone that where I'm going to find the logs? Where is my alerts and events will be there in my system? Yes. Any answers from your side? So you're going to go there, my dear friends. I'm going to show it to you. You're going to go into this PC and try to go to the manager. Okay, and then you're going to go to the events viewer. This is the events, alerts, logs, everything you're going to find out. Suppose I'm a hacker, I have logged into the system, and then I'm going to remove the tracks, remove the events and logs from the system, so that no one going to be test the things are coming from there. So this is application security setup. It will take a time. So as a security professional, if I'm a hacker, I'm going to remove this particular logs from the system. So just take a look here. We have got the logs. We have system logs also available soon. So yes, we have set up. We have this particular alert should be done. Okay. So this is the logs we have. I'm going to go there and I'm going to clear the logs. Save and clear. We are clear. Simple. All the logs will be removed. So suppose we have this as logs. This is the error. So system firmware has been changed. The processor memory of range registers and across the sleep state transitions. This result can reduce the jump performance. Okay. So this is the logs and events of our system. This is gonna be application. Okay, so that's it for the day. Just going to be study which I'm going to provide today. Okay, and make assignments for today. Okay. Results. Okay, share me the results. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. If any questions, then going to put me on the screen, Skype. Thank you for your time. Any questions you would like to ask to me? Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.